Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Thursday, the 31st of December 2020. Let's see what we can see. This is a major arcana reading using the ancient Italian tarot. Okay, let's go. Oh. Justice, and quite right too. We all like a bit of that. Snicker snack, the sharpest blade, separating fact from fiction, creation from destruction, peaceable coexistence from misappropriation. How lovely. Good. Right, next one out is the High Priestess. That's nice. That's very nice. So we've got justice and we've got conscience. That's what the High Priestess is really about. Conscience. A dear friend of mine back in the day told me about an Anglo-Saxon phrase for conscience, and it was the angbite of the inwit. So the angbite, that bite of anxiety, the angbite of the inwit, the inner wit, the inner knowing, the inner witness. Conscience. So we've got justice and conscience both in the upright. Oh, I think these are big beans. Oh, yes, it's very big beans. Right, I'm just going to go and shut my door so that my partner doesn't have to creep around. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Right. Whoa. Okay. So, yeah, it is a biggie. 'Tis a biggie. My word. Look at that. Flipping heck. What's going to happen? Are all the bad people going to resign? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Are all the people who tell lies going to suddenly confess? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Are all the people who've been misappropriating this, that and the other here, there and everywhere suddenly going to own up and give it all back? How lovely that would be. No. No, they're not. Okay. Fall in the reverse. All right. Patience, Sugar Free. Patience. Patience. Pace yourself. Okay, it's coming, but it's not going to happen in one day on the 31st of December 2020. Right. How interesting. Okay, do you know what this is telling me? This is telling me that this is all for real. But it's not for real in a way that can necessarily be seen obviously and can be seen in a worldly way. It's happening behind the scenes, and it's not even that it's happening sort of in secret. It's happening in a most mysterious way. But there's a huge shift on the table today. Huge shift. But it's not, as I say, it's not something that is going to get onto your news channels. It's not something that's going to get even onto your underground or independent news providers like your favourite websites or your favourite streaming services or your favourite Twitter accounts or your favourite YouTube channels. Ain't going to be there, man. We're not going to see it. Just because we cannot see it doesn't mean it is not there. However, what a lot of people then infer from that is that because we cannot see it, it means that it is there. No, That's a false, that's a logical fallacy. However, it does remain the fact that just because we cannot see it doesn't mean it is not there. That's what I'm getting from this. My God, this is going to play out. This is an amazing reading for the last day of this year. Absolutely amazing. Oh, look at this. Okay, the card that I don't see yet, but that I'm feeling very strongly here is the Magician. Because what we've done is we've passed from the last card to the first card. We don't have the Magician on the table, but we then move on to card number 2, the High Priestess, card number 3, the Empress. This is cosmic in its power. Absolutely cosmic in its power, and it's cosmic justice, the cosmic conscience, absolutely for everyone and everything. Extraordinary. Never mind that we don't see the fool setting out on his journey. Never mind that the road doesn't have the fool is going to like trip off, doesn't have a material manifestation. Perhaps that's why the Magician isn't here, because this is about pulling down the power from the cosmic into the terrestrial and actually manifesting matter out of spirit. That's what the Magician is about. Perhaps that's why he's not on the table, because there's no physical manifestation of this. However, as we all know so very well, just because something does not have a physical manifestation does not mean that it is utterly real. Utterly real. So it doesn't mean that it isn't utterly real. Right. The Hermit in the reverse. It's going to start coming out of the woodwork. This stuff is going to start coming out of the caves, you know. I'm going to pull one more. I'm so excited. I'm going to pull one more and then I'm going to leave it, because otherwise I'm just going to be gabbling. I am so excited to see that trio of Justice, the High Priestess and the World and the Empress. The Shakti is with us, my friends. The Shakti is with us. Never mind what the old dude in the cave says. Okay. What this is about how we as a world have dealt with, collectively and individually. And I think that's why, yeah, look, the Hermit and the Fool, both in the reverse here. This is, they're both kind of, they're both representations of the individual. This is the individual who knows nothing. This is the individual who kind of knows too much and has stepped off the throne of the Hierophant to withdraw to the cave in the woods and contemplate the single light of the single human soul. This is not in a good place, this stuff, I have to say. And yet the Shakti is so strong. The Empress, the High Priestess, these are the manifestations of the really real. Okay. The power of the individual, the cult of the individual. That's what I'm seeing in these two today. It's over. It doesn't matter what we do. It's over. And we're going to see this play out over the next X months, years and decades. And we're going to look back to the run up to this. We're going to look back to the 80s and 90s, the 2000s and the 2010s. And we're going to say, did we really live that way? Really? Really? What this is really about is, how does the individual handle their own desires? What has been done to the matter of individual desire? How has the reality of individual desire been handled, mishandled, exploited, abused, and turned into something, from something beautiful and true into something greed inducing and kind of vile. Okay, that's what this is about. That's what this shift, that clearly is monumental in its nature from this reading, for the last day of this extraordinary year. That's what this is about. What does it mean to be an individual in the context of the collective? What does it mean to be I? What does it mean to be me? And the big question, and here is the real clincher of the reading, the world. What does it mean to be a self when everybody else on the planet is also one? That is the demonic trick that has been played on us. We have been made to feel like each of us, inside ourselves, locked away like the hermit here, insensible to reality like the fool here, both in the reverse, locked away in the cave of our exalted selfhood. We've been sold that lie, because the truth of the matter is, I'm sitting here saying all this, feeling like the I, wondering which you is listening to this right now. And as you, as far as I see it, sit there listening to this or watching this and taking your decisions about this and making your mind up about this, whichever way you do, as you sit there doing that, you are the I and I am the you. There is no ultimate self. That's the message on the table today, and that's what we're moving into. Bring it on, folks. It's gonna be a ride. Right, okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for engaging with me this year. Do please like, share, subscribe, comment, anything you like, and I will see you again soon for another reading. By the way, the monthlies for January are going up on the channel. I've done Capricorn through to Cancer, and the rest of them will be up very soon, so do have a look at that if that's of interest. Thank you for watching again. Namaste.